More than a food stylist, Mary Sequin is an artist, a designer, a cook, a leader, a presenter, a coordinator, a consultant, and a facilitator. Sounds like a lot of hats, but they all come wrapped up under one along with a rolling kit and a food stylist for hire. Some days it's a party, a chemistry experiment, or a group quest. That all started with a phone call. We're looking for a food stylist. Everyone, Mary Sequin.
I am from Toledo, Ohio, and I knew there was a lot of architects in the house tonight. This is where I spent my life every Saturday morning learning the basic elements of art and design. I know the Toledo Museum in and out, and I'm very proud to be from there. What else can I tell you? These are the places, though, I work now. I go from firehouses with high-tech kitchens to garages, there's my location, or in full studios. I worked in basements, laundry rooms on the film Carol. Anywhere they can put a food stylist, they put you. Sometimes we have ovens, sometimes we have refrigerators, but not always. Here's where one of my big missions in life is to teach people the basic elements of art and design, where we build. Here I worked with a school group. We do modeling with the food, and we do maquettes. And then we break out 5 elements into 3, and we see how the design becomes stronger. What I do is I do a lot of building, and I have to be thinking how it's going to happen and how it's going to happen quickly. Here we're doing 100 plates of a salad for an Escoffier dinner at a country club. We're stenciling. We're building beat wheels, pas de choux that's sculpted. Moving on. These are the tricks of the trade. With heat guns, Marmite, pine sol to keep cheese looking good under lights, saran wrap, a lot of saran wrap. The fire starter does a lot of the grill marks you see. Potato buds are building. Everything has this underlying building. I, myself, coming from a fine art background, draw so that I can express my ideas. These pieces were done for a catalog for Libby Glass. So they started out as drawings, presentations, getting okays, and then we go into these beggar purses and different things. This is one of my favorite pieces, probably my favorite piece. This is sculpted. It looks randomly like bacon, but what happens is that's sculpted with foil. And then I'm contorting it around foil and I'm baking it. Then we select which pieces are the most beautiful, clipping and things, and then arranging. A monumental roses sub. And that, of course, is built with the potatoes and different things and pinned, Vaseline with the tomatoes so that it stays this way. And then the aha is always the drip. So when you see your food now and you see a drip, that's that. Here's my signature piece for advertising this talk. This was a call at 7 a.m. to do an octopus. Got off the phone, looked up Harold McGee. He says to poach it and then bake it. I blew up the first one that lived in a hotel room for a while. Then they kept bringing me the ice balls, and this was the final piece. And this was a part of the Ohio lottery, hoping you won't gamble irresponsibly. I lost a bet.com. Here we're using dry ice to keep the salads going. These are pieces I do for Dole. A lot of building. There's a lot of saran wrap underneath that salad, keeping it up, because of course it would just wilt. But the dry ice just continues to fall down because we got the hot lights. This is called research in food styling. This was for the film Carol, 1952, and they gave me exponential amount of pieces to refer to for 1952 food, and nothing looks very nice. That piece up in the corner, we actually found a mold for it, but they didn't want it. So we built this one, and this is the one they went with. There were several trials to get the color just right. They're very particular. And people actually ate that. But that piece sat out on a set from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m., and it still looked like that. Now, I do beautiful things. Again, Libby's glass catalog, get to design it, and it goes onto the set, and we wait for a client to approve it, so I'm always thinking about how to build it so it stays fresh and beautiful. But it's way more creative. Going back then, you're going to see the table setting I did for the film Carol. This is research, 1952. You see the maquettes come back up again. These cones in the front are the ham and the turkey. And then the salads. And again, they research, approval. And this was done in a kitchen, an old place just like this, no windows. And this quote right here kind of brings it all together, what I end up doing. You guys got to keep moving forward, just like this little presentation. Anyway, this is what it is. You can't get bogged down with the details. It's got to be beautiful in the end. You got to remember, does the camera move or does it stay still? This is the final piece. This was the cocktail scene with Kate Blanchett, and she's standing here taking my meatballs and the pineapple and brown sugar, and Kyle Chandler is taking the shrimp. And it's reset over and over. And this turkey is a froschade. It's cold, it's hot, then cold. I love this. This is for Kroger. You don't know about it. I'd have to kill you if I told you about it. But that's clamato juice, and it's part of what's happening in the scene. You'll find it on your website probably in another couple weeks. We did do a little bit of translucent contact paper. This is a gentleman who's fairly bald. It was a concept. That is Greek pasta, oversized pasta, to get the visual. But it's all put on his head with fixidant, so that because you know that fixidant will adhere to skin, and then someone strips in the sour soda. That is sauce sold in Oklahoma. The model is in Cincinnati. This is my final piece. This is a Procter & Gamble. Hello, thank you for Possible in Cincinnati. All the pieces they represent for Procter & Gamble built here. I oversaw it. There is a film on the web that you can see me making it. But the Pepto-Bismol is the Pepto-Bismol. There's NyQuil on there, etc. Thank you.